everybody, and welcome back to Welcome Grove Homestead. First off, thank you so much to everyone who watched our first video back and commented. You have no idea how surprised we were at how quickly people were watching it and responding and commenting how much they missed us. I was blown away and very touched. Thank you so much, you guys. It was really nice to get comments back from you guys, and we miss you too. So yeah, we're really, really, really happy to see that you guys are still following us. Secondly, this is Audrey.
Hello.
She's 13 now, and she is all kinds of hardcore. But she's out here with me today. We're going to update you on the Cosette situation, and we'll also kind of do a little bit of an update on the general cattle thing.
Cattle.
Yeah. Miss Cosette had her baby finally a few days ago here, and we did not get it on film, but once I tell you the story, you'll understand that it really was the right call for me to not have to worry about the camera in the middle of everything else going on. But Cosette did have a very beautiful little calf, and we are very happy with that. Miss Cosette actually went 10 days overdue. And we know that she was 10 days overdue because she was bred AI. We knew her exact due date. And yet, the days kept going, and she kept getting bigger, and she kept not having the baby.
Yeah.
And it was a very stressful time for me. It's like, when are you gonna pop? But because I was watching her so closely, and I really watch all of my milk cows super closely when they're getting ready to calve, and I knew exactly when her body told me that things were changing, so we put her in the stall, and she did go into labor a few hours after that. She was very clingy. She wanted to lay down with her head in my lap while she was laboring, and we sat there quietly for a couple of hours, and when she was ready to push, then she got more focused and started wandering around more. But everything seemed normal. Usually when they're delivering, they will push out a fluid bag first. That happened, and then nothing happened. And nothing happened, and nothing happened, and nothing happened. And I was like, okay, it's been an hour and nothing has changed, so I decided to check and make sure that the calf was positioned correctly. So I reached a hand in, and the calf was not in the correct position. He was upside down. So that means that he wasn't backwards. It wasn't back feet first. He was upside down, meaning that his head was on the bottom instead of up along her spine. And his feet were facing up instead of down. So that's a problem, because when she's trying to push him up and over her pelvis, then the head can get caught on the pelvis and not be delivered. So we had to get him turned around, or flipped over, flip him like a pancake. And so what we did was we laid her down, and it was entirely a God thing. Like, it had to be. There's no way that they're that easy to turn over. Because I reached my hand in, I put my hand up against his face, and all I did was this. Just kind of a sweeping, turning motion. And I felt the whole thing just kind of rotate and click into place. And I think part of it was because she hadn't pushed enough of it out to really get it wedged yet. He was still mostly in the body cavity. But it was entirely the grace of God that he was that easy to turn. I was so scared at the time. So we got him turned over. And then just to make sure he didn't flip back over, I started kind of pulling those feet just to make sure that he stayed in position. And then we weren't making progress. And I thought, well, maybe it's just because, I'm a skinny little girl. Maybe if David gives a pull on it, maybe we'll get this baby born. So David started pulling on the feet when she pushed, not just pulling just for the sake of pulling. And he wasn't moving. So we determined that I mean, I had another feel in there once we had pulled him as far as we could go, and he was stuck. He was too big. So we called a neighbor, said, hey, do you have calf chains? And he said, nope. So we called another neighbor and asked them if they had any calf chains or anything like that, and they said, you know what, we actually have a calf puller. It was like, okay, awesome. Now, a calf puller is basically like, I would compare it to a come along for pulling a baby out instead of a fence.
Yeah.
And our neighbor came over, he brought it with him, and he and David both, they tried just pulling the calf with the chain around his ankles first, and of course he wasn't budging. So we got the calf puller on, and we did eventually get him pulled out. He was huge. I got a weight tape on the baby, and he was 87.75 pounds. Massive calf, even though she was bred to a low birth weight bull, but he was 10 days overcooked.
Overcooked.
So he's a big baby. But we're gonna bring you guys up and show you the new baby, as well as Pearl's baby, because she's up there in the barn too. And they're almost the same size. But first, while we're here in the cow pen, I'm gonna show you guys the new mama, because she's doing really good. There's both of our new mamas. So that's Pearl and Miss Cosette. Hello, darling.
Cosette.
We're looking much more svelte. She mostly looked like a bloated hippopotamus before.
Yeah.
My sweetheart. She's a very sweet heifer. Oh, and Callie is jealous. Hi, darling. Callie is Cosette's mom, and extremely possessive of me and when I'm giving attention to the other cows. She doesn't love it. So Audrey and I are up here surrounded by all the dairy cows. Now, we also have a new addition, well, several new additions, honestly, in the last year, but we've got some more beef cross calves that are not so much calves anymore. Belle and Jasmine, our Angus heifers that we raised up from babies, they both had babies this year, but unfortunately we did lose Belle's calf. He was 3 weeks old, and unfortunately he got a cut on his leg, and we did everything we could, but he ended up getting septic, and he had some other issues, so he just really didn't thrive very well, and we ended up losing him. But Jasmine had her baby when he was, I think, 2 weeks old, and when Belle lost her calf, she semi-adopted Jasmine's baby. So his name is Baba Ganoush, and he nurses off of 2 cows. So he's doing very well. He's very happy, and he's actually over here. That right there is Baba Ganoush hanging out next to Clover, giving us the stink eye for being too close. He was born in late August, so he's doing great. He's almost 12 weeks old. Our other new addition is a new beef breeder cow, but she's not an Angus. Basically, we do sell beef shares, direct to consumer, and because of that, we don't have to go through auction houses, sale barns, things like that. And right now, prices at a premium for black animals, basically. If it's black and hornless, you're going to get top dollar for it. But because we're selling direct to consumers, it really doesn't matter what it looks like. They just want beef. So I wanted something that I liked to look at out in the pasture. So I got a British white. That's Vivian. She's heavy bred, in case you couldn't tell. There we go, get that nice front shot. Madam. Vivian is bred to an Angus bull. We don't know when she's due because she was bull bred, so we're just watching and waiting. She doesn't love to have people nearby yet, so we're keeping our respectful distance while keeping an eye on her. Oh, fish.
Hello.
You want to give him a scratch?
How you doing?
Mm-hmm. We have a little bit of a funny theme that we name all of our beef animals after food, but almost none of it is ever a beef cut.
Yeah, we make a specific point to not make it beef.
Yeah. So this guy here is Fish. We bought him at the same time as another Angus steer. Fish is a dairy cross, but we bought him at the same time as an Angus steer and we named him Chips. So we have Fish and Chips. We have a nacho, we have a gravy,
Biscuit.
gosh, what
Ham,
are
hock, and bacon.
ham, hock, and bacon. Who else do we have?
Baba ganoush.
Baba ganoush. Oh, and bean burrito.
Oh, yes.
Yes, Callie's calf this year, we named him Bean Burrito. And he's still really little. He took more after his mama than his dad. That's Bean. Hi, Bean.
Hello, Bean.
There's a dog with us, so he's giving him the stink eye. Clover. That's Jasmine. With Baba Ganoush on her side. Biscuit is the Charlet cross here. He's the light one. So, we have some interesting herd members. And then over here is Cassidy. Cassidy is Claire's calf from a year ago.
Hey, Cassie.
So, she's having her first birthday here in the next couple of weeks. So, she's a cutie. So with the rough calving, it really was for the best that I wasn't also trying to juggle a camera. And I mean, she was all over that stall. She was moving, she was uncomfortable. So it really turned out to be a good thing to not have the distraction of trying to film it and just focusing and getting baby out. Because in all honesty, a baby that size and a heifer, we feel very fortunate to have come out with a live calf and a live cow. So super blessed, so thankful to the Lord that he stepped in and helped us get that baby out and get him out alive. So this is Bree. That's Pearl's heifer calf. Oh! Okay, madam. There we go. So, Bree is half Angus and half Swedish red and white. Very lively, as you can tell. Here is the new baby. I know, precious. Okay. So here is the calf. This is Croissant. And he is huge. I mean, he's not as filled out as Bree yet because he's still only a few days old, but he is almost as big as she is. And he's only a few days old. But, oh, he's so cute. He was pretty slow for a couple of days. Just because it was a rough birth for him too. He was pretty squeezed. But as you can see, he's looking nice and lively now. He's ready for his bottle. So, and it's about milk o'clock, so. But he turned out really cute. He looks brindled. He didn't come out black, which was a surprise. So, looking forward to watching this little guy grow. Alright, so we brought them out for a size comparison. A little side by side. Of course, now they're gonna.
Come here.
Bree's gonna attach herself to me.
Hey, come over here.
So here's the two babies. There's about a 3.5 week difference between them, so you can tell Bree is a little more filled out, but they're almost the same height. Like it's insane that this calf was fitting inside that heifer. But they're both doing really good. They're nice and lively. He's got a little bit of a messy butt, but it's not a concerning mess. It's just newborn poop, and it's sticky like super glue. So that'll clean off eventually on its own. Oh, he found the water bucket.
What's that?
That's not milk.
It's a big milk bucket.
Okay, so Audrey actually wants to let Bree out into the goat yard to run around in the big yard. It'll be her first time out of the nursery and into the big yard, so we're gonna go ahead and catch it on film for you guys.
All right, you ready? Here. Be free. Out. Oh. Hey, you wanna run?
She's gonna be scared. So that is kind of an update on what's going on in the cattle department. The beefers, the beef breeders, the dairy cows, like everything that's going on there. You guys are caught up on the cows. So we're really, really happy that both of our new babies came out healthy and they're doing really good. So the plan with them is that Croissant will probably stay on here as a future beef, and Bree, we are thinking about moving her along to be a future milker or potentially to be a future beef breeder for someone. But we plan on keeping her for a couple of months, get her halter broke. So she'll be here for a little while yet, but then we would like to move her along to her new home. But overall, she's very healthy, very happy, and Audrey helps keep them in shape because I don't run with the calves. No. Anyway, thank you again so much to everyone who has stuck with us and watched out for our videos over the last year. We really, really appreciate you guys and your loyalty and your support, and we really look forward to hearing comments from you guys in future videos. And as always, this is your country nerd with the goat herd saying that you can grow where you're planted.